Hey, hi there, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk all about the Disney Concierge. Right, so if you have watched my previous video, you will know that I have booked myself and my family a vacation cruise on the all-new Disney adventure Maiden Voyage. Right, that is going to happen on December 15, 2025. Right, so my family and I have been really counting down the days, right? And we just can't wait to experience the Disney magic right here in Singapore for the very first time, right? You don't have to go to the US or Japan or Hong Kong to experience that. Now you can experience Disney magic in Singapore, right? So apart from being on the maiden voyage, right, we are also cruising on Disney Concierge. So what exactly is Disney Concierge? Right, so Disney Concierge is basically the premium tier of service where you will receive the exclusive benefits, the perks that will actually enhance your entire overall cruising experience. So if you've been on like Royal Caribbean, you will know that the Royal Suite classes, right, those that book suites and those higher tier rooms is something that you pay extra for your cruise, and you are in the so-called the VIP on the cruise. Right, so it is like business class or first class customers on the airplane where you enjoy the perks of being in the lounge, like better food, bigger seats, priority check-in and things like that. So you get the idea. So what are really the perks of Disney Concierge? So the first one is priority boarding and priority disembarking. Right? So this is the main reason why I got the concierge. Yeah. So in my past cruises on Royal Caribbean with my family, getting on board the cruise ship has always been a stressful and exhausting process. So why? Because when you have kids, right, and you have elderly and you are traveling in a bigger group, you getting through the gates, the gantries, all the way to the room can be a very challenging process. So you really have to like check in first, right? When you reach the terminal, you have to check in, you have to join the super long queue, right? The snaking queue kind of thing, right? And children can tend to be like out of control, right? Crying or running around, and elderly who cannot stand in the line for extended periods of time. It makes them very difficult and challenging for them, right? So I have taken care of them many times while queuing and getting them through the various check-in, and it's really a pain, right? So that's not the end. After the check-in, right? After you check in, you check your tickets and everything, right? There's another queuing nightmare at the immigration side, right? Because the children, because they are very young, they cannot use the automated gantries. Yeah, so I'm forced to actually join the time-consuming manual queue, right, together with the foreigners and everybody else. And for 1 p.m. boarding, quickly turned into a 4 p.m. ordeal. No time for lunch, no time to sort out the luggages, and the night has come and gone too fast. Too tired to getting everybody settled in their rooms. And the pain actually repeats again when you disembark, right? So my previous cruises are like, you know, they are not vacations to me, right? I don't get to relax, I don't get to chill, but really have to be really stressed out just to get them, you know, to the right place at all the time. So to me, priority boarding and disembarking is critical to me. So other than that, right, concierge also gives you the exclusive access to more areas on the ship, and really the priority in many of the activities on board. So you get to enjoy, you know, the concierge lounge, right? So, you know, that lounge is, they come with more food options. You have like your private buffet place, right? You have your bar as well. There are exclusive shops within the lounge with exclusive merchandise. Yeah. You also have a private pool and an open deck, and there's the bar there for the concierge members. Right, so I'm not a fan of alcohol, but I think alcohol is also included and covered during the usual hours. So basically, you can really spend the entire day in these premium areas, right? If you want to really to avoid the crowds and have some peaceful moments, but I think you should also explore the other parts of the ships. Yeah, you can find all this information on the deck plans now on the Disney website, right? So you can see most of them, right, on the lounge, the shops, and the deck, right? They're all situated at the upper decks near the front of the ship. Yeah, so you get to also like book your activities earlier than the rest, right? So that's very important for short cruises where time becomes a factor, right? You want to cover everything during that particular time period, that few days only, right? So you get to book early for the makeup studios if your kids want to be princess or heroes kind of thing, right? You can also get better seats during the shows by accessing the theater 30 minutes before anyone else, plus you get free popcorn as well. Yeah, you can also have somebody to offer you a personalized service. So basically you don't have to really compete with others or queue for others at the guest services counters. You have your own concierge counters. So from what I have gathered so far, right, concierge guests can do their bookings as early as 130 days before the cruise date. Yeah, then followed by the usual Castaway Club members who are per 2 weeks later, then followed by Platinum, Gold, and so on. And for concierge, right, the rooms are all in the upper decks, right, so near the lounge area. Yeah, and they are decorated differently from the rest, right? They have the signature 2 Mickey Mouse keys logo. So there are exclusive merchandise just for the concierge guests, and it comes with all these logos as well. So apart from the standard family veranda stage rooms, right, the concierge also will have the suites, right? So they are by default the so-called concierge tier level. So those are mega suites, right? Bigger with a living room, with dining table kind of thing, right? There are also duplex suites, double story. Yeah, they are all on the concierge level. And there are a lot more other perks for concierge, right? So like, even before boarding the ship, there will be a concierge waiting lounge, right, to wait to actually board the ship, right, and you are away from the most of the crowds. So basically, it is a whole new different level of cruising experience, right, that actually begins right after you check in at the terminal. Of course, concierge, you pay extra for this kind of premium service. And so for myself and my family, I paid around 12,000 Singapore dollars for a 3-day Maiden Voyage cruise, and you can actually expect more if you are booking suite and above. Other than the Maiden Voyage, subsequent concierge booking should be slightly cheaper, right? That's what I can see, and I think the prices fluctuate depending on the time that you book your ticket. So on my maiden voyage on the Disney adventure, I'm going to show you around the concierge levels and the amenities and all the benefits that comes with it, and hopefully review whether it's really worth the price or not. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out any of my upcoming videos. I'm all excited about the upcoming Disney cruise on the maiden voyage on the Disney adventure, right? I will see you in the next video.